So we're out in Colorado Springs right now, and I came here to pick up my silica. As you see in the background, this thing been sitting for like 1 year. This Scotty was sitting for over a year and 3 months. So we're gonna bring this thing back to Maryland, and we're gonna get this car transfer them over different. I bought wheels, I'm gonna buy paint soon as I reach back. I'm gonna send the car down and get it refreshed. But yeah, car been sitting quite a while, and hopefully I can get it back doing nice. And this car was built to push over 500 to the wheels, and the setup is like 800. But we're gonna fix everything, rebuild the motor, all of that, get it dyno tuned and make some power. So stay tuned for that. But we're about to head out, and I'm using my dolly right there. I'm gonna hook it up to my truck behind me, and then we're gonna be on the journey. So we're in Colorado Springs and we're heading back to Maryland. So it's kind of big distance. It's like 1,600 miles, 16 plus 100 miles. So looking forward for that. We'll bring you along the journey as well. Well, let's talk about a little bit about the silica before we end this thing. Okay, so we're back today, and I got the car on the left, and today we actually changing out the front strut coilovers from Godspeed coilovers to CX Racing, back to the old one, that old setup that we got, only in the front though, the back is good. Reason for that: in the front, this thing bounced a lot, ride is stiff, it's horrible, the strut was made for track only, it's just not a good ride on the street. So we going to change it out back to these. So gonna pull it apart, and we're using back this spring. It's a 1,000-pound spring, so that's the setup I had on it before, that one, and the car was running good. Like the suspension was nice on it. Only reason why I changed it out, because I needed this setup, because I really wanted to go low. I needed this setup in the back, a true coilovers. I did that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just use back that with this spring, as I said. So gonna get this off and switch it. Alright, so I got off the right side, and as you can see, the setup, we're from start spring on a CX Racing to a 1,000-pound spring. So I don't like this ride on this thing, it's horrible. And this is actually a cut spring too, but we're going to use back the spring because it's still good, needed for this setup. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these things out, and then we start installing them again. Alright, so I end up pulling both strut apart, and that's a Godspeed, that's a CX Racing. The CX Racing that is not good quality as the Godspeed. The Godspeed is way better quality. So what I'm gonna do today, so I try my best to clean this thing up, all the corrosion inside the treads. So hopefully I can clean it up more. If not, I just leave it like that because it's gonna get dirty again. So I had this on my car for about a year, and I had this on my car close to a year, and you can see that's the result. And if you look at this, the coating on this thing is still good. This thing don't look beat up, but this thing look really beat up, and this thing take way more beating than this one. So what I'm going to do is swap some parts from this to this. So I was trying to use this inside the lower barrel, but it's just not the same size. So this thing is a little bit bigger. If I get it inside there, it moves like a lot. So if I use this, if I try to use it and it somehow this thing gonna come loose when I'm driving, and that thing is not safe. So what I'm gonna do is just use about this barrel, use this adjuster, and then we're gonna use these things from this and this, and then we're gonna still use that spring sitting out there and this. So I'm gonna try to clean up this some more, and then I'm gonna install them, fit them together. Alright, so I end up cleaning it up, put it back together, and the only thing we use back is just this top mount, because the original one for it, that one sucks. So now I'm about to clean this thing up, and then we're going to install it and then go for a test drive. So what we're doing right now? Got me a bucket of water.
All right.
I've got me my BMW. Learned about this all the time.
Yep.
Mess this shit up too. Alright, so if you're watching this part, you already make it to the end of the video. Time to have some fun. Bonus! Put that bucket right there. Let's go. Wanna come from the front and get all them smokes? All right. That's not focusing. All right. If you made it to the last part of this video, that's what you're gonna see. Smoke, baby. That's the cameraman to record all this shit. Still smoking. And that will be it. See y'all later.